Hey guys, welcome back for another video. So today, same as usual, we're just gonna check a bit the market cap, a few charts along the way, what's going on with Bitcoin, Ethereum, the dominance of Bitcoins. I pop as well like one chart for the M2 money supply, a few news along the way, same as usual, and try to learn something valuable in this video. So I think let's start just first with just like the overall. So look, I just to show you like the bubble market. So you can see on the weekly pretty red, double digit. So mid cap, small cap, risky asset, meme coins. You see that we suffer a little bit. And as well on a daily, it's a bit stagnant. We're still waiting for the election that is happening in 2 days in the US. So the market kind of waiting where we're heading. Are we going on reacting on the way up or on the way down? But if anyway, I'm sure it's gonna at least like a double digit, like maybe a good 10% on the way up or down to break some measure resistance or support, depending. But time will tell, I can say. And we can see that we have today a Bitcoins at you see $69,400. Ethereum same didn't move much, like around like $2,500. BNB at $576 and Solana at $173. Some meme coins, Doge coins, 15 cents. We got ton coins like Telegram project, 4.8 cents. Yeah, Shiba as well, like didn't move much. So yes, overall, people waiting for what's going on in the narrative with the elections. So yes, we just need to be patient. I dropped this chart, on my various social. So it's just like the bitcoins on the 4 hours and a daily. So we can see we have like a lot of volumes where we are, and we bounce a little bit back from the kind of like important supports. And time to see, but we see we are on a downtrend. So if we break, we may just try to retest quite quickly to $73,000, depending if it's back with a good volume and depending the election. So time will tell, and I'm just gonna zoom out for you guys as well on a daily, just to have a better understanding. But you see, we went down like for a couple of days with big bodies, so like big reactions, and this seems to be a really big measure. We have a lot of reactions, and we have like a doji candle here. So if we break, we may just retest and then see from there. So just be careful. Don't be in. I mean, if you do leveraging, I'm sure you know what you're doing, but just carefully. Sometimes less is more. Sometimes. So if you just sit on your hand and just waiting, or if you have like you know what you're doing, I'll let you with you guys. Okay, next one. This one is pretty simple, but I think it's always good to pay attention and to have like different perspective. But this is the money supply, the M2 chart. So as always, history say it's when this one tend to go up, like all the risky assets seems to doing pretty well, and we can see zoom a little bit. We are way up, and we had like the rate cuts as well happened 2 months ago, a month, I think September. So and we know that we have one more year to go. So usually the money is gonna get cheaper, and the people are gonna tend to try to go on the risky assets and investing a bit more. So if history repeats itself or rhymes, I should say, it should be a good sign. So we can see so I'm just gonna keep tracking pretty much like every day. So at the moment we are at 21. So yes, so people are new, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel. And here you can find me like on TikTok, on YouTube, on Twitter, or I should say X. And feel free, we are a great community. Next up, so this is a total market excluding bitcoins. And yesterday I took time just to check from the previous bull run, the top that were occurring on the 1st November of 2021. And you can see that we are not here yet to here. So I'm expecting that at some point we're going to retest it. And because the market has been evolving, you see every bull run we have like more liquidity, more innovations, more buildings, and more awareness about this industry. And so I suspect that you can see like from the previous bull run, then we're higher, exponential, and then we're gonna try to re-break this resistance, having as a support in terms of total market cap excluding bitcoins. precise. So I'm gonna see like 6, between 4 and 6, time will tell, but same. Try to follow every day on this channel, and like that we're going to try, and interesting just to follow this data to see where it can lead us. After, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just here to try to get better at it and understanding the tech a little bit better every day. And if I found value and learned something smarter than someone, than myself, it's just amazing. And if I can sharing, it's amazing, because remember guys, sharing is caring in life. Okay, next one. So this one's the Bitcoin dominance that I've been following for a few days now, and we are still, and I observed from yesterday, it went a little bit up. So Bitcoins gained a little bit of more dominance, but still about 60, and we are pretty high. So we know that if we lose this all the liquidity is not gonna go in stable coins, but it's going to go rather in bitcaps, risky assets, meme coins, all the Asian things. And I'm sure like people have been anticipating, so maybe people are already in altcoins ready, so they don't pay too much attention, because they know that the most gains they can do is if they position themselves already, earlier. So, and this one same, in 21 we were between like 77 and 73% Bitcoin dominance. But the more the market evolving, the more we go through bear markets, projects growing, evolving, more teams, more awareness. So are it's going to over time diluting the Bitcoin dominance, and we're going to get lower and lower. So let's say maybe in 4 year times, 3-4 years times, maybe instead of having the top around like 60s, we may have it maybe, let's say maybe 50s, 10% less as a bigger dominance. So that was a little check, but same. This one I'm going to keep checking this data, because I think it's important to have different perspectives with like a mix of like a Bitcoin dominance, M2 supply, narrative, what's going in the market in general, and the cycles with from top to top, from bottom to bottom. So yes, like I say, try to get a bit better every single day, and we're gonna get there, guys. So, and you can be proud of yourself if you are still here, if you survive the bear markets, if you survive all the challenging, because it can be as well like for the mind, sometimes can be really heavy. So you can pat on your back, guys. Next one, little Ethereum. So same, yesterday I was playing around just to see a bit what's going on. We can see momentum on the way up. We have like a few retests of the trend line. So never fight the trend. Your trend is your friend until the end. And we have like a good resistance here. And one thing as well that I can just see straight from here, like a eagle, but you see we have like a good one here. So if we break, we may just pop up some resistance, retest somewhere, and then off we go, we fly. So everything, it's seems to be really good to waiting what's going on in the world. Sometimes like show me the chart and I will tell you the news, but sometimes it's kind of they wait some news that miraculously things happening in the charts too. So, and as well you see like we have the MACD at the bottom crossing as well here. So I think it's pretty good. A little happy smile, and time will tell. After, am I as bullish as I used to be on Ethereum? It's my opinion. It's great, huh? It's great because it's doing more than Ethereum, than Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I see it more as a commodity, like evolutions of gold, and better money, and just to, I'll say, to conserve your wealth, I should say. Ethereum is more like to evolving with like the applications, so see as more like Apple Store, where you have like all the applications that build on top of it. But evolutions always occur, and the tech get always better and better, and there is as well other projects. And last time, I always use like sometimes if left and right, sometimes to do transactions when I need to do some TX. However, that being said, it's sometimes a pain when you just want to send like let's say like $50 just for a random thing, because you need more gas, token gas, just for using to transfer one token, and you want to use those ones, and say you don't have enough. So you have to fund from one wallet on the other one just to, and this is a pain. And yes, I don't like to myself. Sometimes it's a bit painful. Of course, it's great. It don't. No tech is better, the best. Otherwise, we'll not see any improvements. But this is painful, and we are not in the euphoria yet. And for people to remember, yes, they improve, like all the technology to get like things cheaper, but it's still sometimes like, yeah, you don't have enough, so it's block you. And for the, if we want to gain awareness, is that the right solutions? I don't know. Are it still gonna be here? Yes. Is it trusted? Yes. Did it survive multiple circles? 100%. So I put more trust on it. If you have to store it and go to sleep, that's fine, but you get the points. For people who's been here for long times and went for many bull runs and bear markets, you know the pain it is. But yes, innovation is amazing, and it's good to have how can I say, it's good to have like competitions like that. It keep them like just to keep building and to improve. So a little one about Mr. Michael Saylor.
2020, MicroStrategy's bought about $8.3 billion worth of Bitcoin. Bitcoin's up 44% a year on average since then. The S&P's up 12%. And since we levered it, we're up 825%. The number one performing stock in the S&P is NVIDIA, up 821% as of Friday. So we beat every single company in the S&P index using a Bitcoin strategy. It's been a great journey.
You see, when I say, like those guys pay attention for what they're doing, Michael Saylor from MicroStrategy beat every single companies in the S&P index using Bitcoin strategy. And amazing, this guy is very smart. The way that he built his strategy is just huge. Is a very small company can do that? No, but like at his level and other company that are in this game, in this area, by showing what is done, it's just gonna be like a snowball effect. So one company is gonna bring another one. We had like some news about like Microsoft, Apple, and many other companies that maybe just play the silence game just to build on the background. But it makes sense, if country accumulating, big company accumulating, regulations coming in, we got ETF, something's happening, it's something that always being honest with yourself. When you have knowledge like this, you cannot close to say, yeah, I didn't know. So yes, that's why I love so much those videos. They are shorts but full of value, and just to pick in certain ways the brain of someone that's very smart to say how does he think. So amazing. As well, little breaking news that we have a news from Hong Kong that's green lights for Bitcoin trading. So I'm sure you know that some country always been like back and forth, about like banning Bitcoins or making difficult for regulations or for normal people that you can buy it but you cannot trade it, or you can all things just to control in general. But it seems that Hong Kong approved a broker to market Bitcoins and crypto structured product for the first time. Another big news that it's always sometimes, and here's the thing, because sometimes in the market we are so bearish or we are so bullish, and sometimes we have like amazing news or sometimes terrible news, and sometimes we have like some big news. Nothing happened. ETF, millions and millions of dollars being like bought in like as inflow, price suppress. Nothing. So you can see it's sometimes it's impressive and fun to watch what's really happening, and sometimes like to see the price that doesn't move, and like the smartest people do this and nothing happen. It's good. So if you are here, guys, well, don't give up. Sorry, little like. So okay, next up. So yeah, I was remember, like I'm sure like everyone went there, but I'm sure you remember after sending your first Bitcoin transaction on chain, where you send it, you double check, triple check, your address that is like that long, and you send it, and you never know what's going on, why the transaction never appear, and then you start to So sometimes I see like those little pictures that I just put it on the how can I say on the screen just to remember for people. And same as well, you know, because for people who went straight to people who went straight to crypto currency, but it's really, look, when you see like a stock trader where we have like just a 5%, and Bitcoiner where every day it's a pain, but we are born resilient, anti-fragile. What's going on? Only 50% down, brother. That's so good. I'm just gonna go back, take a nap, and I'm gonna get to buy more. So I'm sure like at least he built on a character to be in a crypto space where we see all this manipulation, all those big crash, those swan event. That if one day you are a bit more conservative and you try to de-risk a little bit and you jump back on stock, I think it's gonna be pretty, or maybe a bit easier and maybe less stressful. And you're gonna take like, oh, only 5%, that's it. I didn't lose like 90% that time. That's good. Nobody has wrecked anyone yet today. So yes, it's always something that I keep in mind, that I'm sure that from one market and the other, and other one like stock market trader, I'm sure they is gonna panicking when I see like a 20% loss, or when you do your stop loss and you just hear 10%, that's fine. No, actually, usually I think like 2% max. I like, you know, to have a little bit loose stop loss if I do trading, but never too much, because it's always with all those liquidity they try to chase down people. So yes, next up we have like so regarding the Bitcoin halving and the election years, we know that November is always like extremely bullish. And the good thing about this is October, we had like, when was that? Yeah, 24. October, we had 10%. So you see, some market cannot give you like 10%. So I think this is really good. And we didn't go through like 30% or 39%. So pretty conservative, like October, like that. We may have even bullisher November, December, and for the beginning of next year, time will tell. We know that, yeah, for myself, my opinion, don't shoot the messenger. I think, yeah, different. November seems to be really good election year, amazing. December, like to keep the momentum, because if we had like so much big volumes, especially on a monthly candle or weekly candle, we're going to have like one or two is gonna fall it at least. But we know that we need to pay, you know, half for January and February, because beginning of the year, new quarter one, and big institutions sometimes have to reshuffle their portfolio. So even if they are good and amazing, I think they have to follow certain rules in their systems and strategy, that they need to reshuffle balances with maybe stable coins, big altcoins, and just to risk management. So we're gonna see, but you see, like sometimes we had like some years where it's like in a red, depending. So this I'm going to track like accurately, pretty much like on a weekly, monthly. So if you watch videos pretty much every day, good on you, and you will see the following of that. So I'm just gonna pay attention. So you see, I try to craft like a really good model where I have like a few things that I keep and stick to it, about like the monthly return on Bitcoins, the rate cuts, money to supply, a few important graphic that I follow on chain, as well charts, dominance, as well the price as well, depending if we break like important resistance, support, including momentum, volumes, and bigger narrative of what's going on in the market in general, plus more things that you know, feeling good too. So yes, so that was a little news about the Bitcoin monthly returns in percentage. So November should be good, and but we are still like 2%, right? Minus, but we are just at the beginning, so I'm not worried. October as well, we were down for maybe the first 2 weeks, 2 weeks and a half, even maybe almost 3 weeks, and that was just last week that we went like significant, just to say, okay, let's close still like on the green, just to follow the prophecy in certain way. And I have like a few news like about like yeah, I spoke about like Ethereum a bit earlier, but Ethereum is like Amazon in the 90s, 2090, according to 21 shares. So Just as Amazon evolved beyond books to refine the entire industry, Ethereum may surprise us with revolutionary use case that we can fully envision today. So in one point, it's my opinion. In 1.100%, I understand like the vision about like I explained earlier with the C Apple with the apps and application that we can build on top of something. So everything that we try to digitalize in certain way, NFTs or yield farming and all these things, it's good. Or this to be decentralized and having communities and meme coins, and so this is amazing. But is it the better tech than Ethereum? Maybe, we never know. Is a competitions? Yes. And is tech evolving every day? 100%. So you see that Ethereum, the way that it's structured from proof of work, he moved from proof of stake. So amazing that they move, like it's kind of like you are in one plane and the engine is on in the air and they try to jump on the other airplane at the same time to give you the idea of how big it was. I think it was when 2021 that they jump in proof of stake, if I'm not mistaken. So big evolutions. So definitely, can they do as big as innovation and keep pushing on that direction? Probably, maybe. Time will tell, but we have like so many other projects with teams that has maybe start a different way or start from scratch from directly from proof of stake. So everyone start from different approach, and the technology are always a bit different from project. So yes, we see. One thing that bothered me a little bit, it's about like how expensive it is, but people seems as well sometimes to don't mind to pay depending if you are like, if you say for example like Wall Street need to use like Ethereum as an example, and just but to have the structure, are they gonna mind to pay a little bit expensive, but it's still like working, to don't try to reinvent the wheels. And then Bitcoin is not good at everything, but it's try to be good at one thing. So Ethereum maybe is gonna be good at one thing, and other project as well on different things. So very curious, but always try to see as well a little bit. And sometimes it's good because you have one project that creates something amazing, and the other project going to implementing as well in certain shape or form. So it's no matter good or bad, everything's gonna be good. But Ethereum has a big liquidity, good volume, good reputations. They don't seen as altcoins anymore, kind of like blue chip. So yes, so that was a little news about Ethereum. And regarding the US elections and the Fed rate cuts, so 5 things to know about Bitcoins for this week. So Bitcoin faced a macro week like few other, as Bitcoin price action struggled to flip all the resistance to bull market support. So that I show you earlier in this video, that you can see we've been sideways. First, we've been sideways for 6 months. Now we break and we had like this local top around $73,000, went all the way to 68.9, and we seem to be bouncing back because we had like a lot of resistance and volumes on that level. So like I say, on spot you are safe. Volatility with high leveraging, be careful, guys. So yes, Bitcoin heads into US presidential elections week with its own battle around 69,000 and new all-time highs. A wide order books and heightening liquidity characterize the start of what will likely to be a surprising week for Bitcoin traders, because if we have like one move on the way up or one move on the way down, should be like double digit, like 10%, let's say. And for Bitcoin, it's big. And if Bitcoins move like 10%, altcoins are going to go nuts. Especially we've seen on the bubble market cap that some altcoins were on the weekly time frame were down the more than double digit. You see 10, 13, 15%. So I would not be surprised like some of them like 15, 20, 30%. So yes, and election day is almost here, and so are warnings of sell the news event once the result is in. maybe quick drop and up, but if people expecting like a drop, what's going to happening? You never know, because people are gonna try to short the market, and the bears maybe get wrecked and go back in the forest. So the Federal Reserve interest rate discussions will come just 2 days later, providing another crypto volatility catalyst. But we already know that the rate cut has been happening for the first time, and when they start, usually it's a snowball effect, and election year, bullish year. Bitcoin's market cap dominance is at its highest level in 3.5 years. This is important after a key monthly close. So a lot of people have got their eyes on the charts, and Bitcoin's net worth fundamentals are due to hit new all-time highs all around this week. So yes, I mean, another thing that is really bullish, and you know that like Bitcoins, when you start to pop it with try to pop with like a stick, come and do something from 70k, boom, one day you wake up and it's 100k, and you never know, maybe it's not gonna be a full sleep night, it's maybe just a nap. So yes, try to poke Bitcoins, and it's gonna say, hey, how you doing, my friend? But are we deserving? For everyone that is in this market, I think you deserve it. You deserve it. You're the best in your life, especially because no risk, no gain. And you know, this market that is bigger than us in general, even if we can maybe grasp how it can help at a certain level, things is exponential. So the good that's going to do for not only for revolutionize the money, but like the way that we interact and creation of businesses, people that transfer money, the way that people get the informations about as well, like ownership, freedom, and censorship resistance. This is amazing, and control chip as well, chip. So this is very important. And a little video for you guys. So it's about like every bank will custody one day Bitcoins by the end of the decade. So is that a right bet, or maybe conservative maybe bet to say? Yes, me, I will I will agree with this 100%. I see this vision as well, because the thing is paper money, can they print like anytime soon, whatever they want? Yes, 100%. Can they inflating? Yes. Who's gonna work even more to fix these gaps? The normal people, and you know that this system is broken in a certain way, and it's rigged, and it's have been always been like this. And one thing that never change is the money. So money needs to evolve, and we are surrounded by even more tech. And the thing is, because you are the ownership, you control your money, you got your own freedoms, is that like you will have like more impact and more weight on your decision taking in life. So when you're gonna go to the banks, it's not the banks gonna say, yeah, you're gonna have to do this. No, 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 no. Guys, I've got this, what you have offered to me. And they're gonna come at you because you are in your control, is your custody, but you may have like maybe in a certain decentralized ways to control your money. So like that, they can have access to it without to have the control in certain ways, and they're going maybe to flip the thing in a way that they're gonna need you to survive rather than you to survive on them, if it makes sense. And I'm sure it's going to be a bit more fair. Is that life is gonna be fair at 100%? No, it's never been like this, unfortunately, even if I would like to. But I'm sure it's gonna be more fair, and more respect, and maybe doing better and for good for this world. So that's my little thought, but let's check.
Between Bitcoin and most financial services, including brokerage accounts. I think you'll be able to deposit Bitcoin in your brokerage account. You'll be able to buy any security with it. And I think the ETFs will be a revolving door where you can port some of your wealth to the ETF if you want. You'll be able to withdraw in kind from Bitcoin spot ETFs. There's no technological reason why that can't exist. It's a regulatory, bureaucracy, legal headache, which those are the easiest ones to fix. The tech is easy, right? If you've got, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 in an ETF, and that becomes $1 million, and you want to port some $200,000 worth of Bitcoin out of there, I think that they're going to open those up at some point by the end of the decade, and it's not going to be as bilateral as we think that, you either have to have all your T's or all of your Bitcoin in custody provider. I think you're going to be able to move back and forth, seamlessly integrating between it. I think every bank's going to be able to custody it. I just think we're just early days, and it's going to take 6-8 more years. By the end of the decade, you will see a
100%.
seamless integration.
And I agree as well with that. That it's gonna happen like tomorrow. No, maybe are they gonna test on the back end, institution to institution, so big bank to other bank to say okay, let's try to find a good system, because they are still greedy, those guys, unfortunately. So they're not gonna change their behavior just to try to take something from the market just for themselves. But definitely it's gonna happen like in the next 5 to 10 years with the evolution of the technology, more awareness, more building as well, more energy put up front to improve the user interface. Interface, sorry, my French. And user experience. So and for people who've been in this industry for many years can relate then that remember like 5 to 10 years ago, like the way that you try to fund wallets and the way to fund your informations to even just to buy cryptocurrency or whatever you want to think about it, like 5 to 8 years ago. That was not as easy, and when you try, they try to block you, you know. So definitely in 10 years we're going to have a really bright future, or at least it's my opinions, and I'm not the only one. So if people are as well in this industry, I'm sure we share pretty much like the same opinion. And next up, so it's about like Bitcoin to move like either way, so 10% direction depending on the US elections, because we expect like a lot of volatility, and because it's a market that don't have like as much as regulations, easier to move a market on the way up, on the way down. So this is just amazing, because the more volatility you have, guys, the better you have maybe to set yourself in a better shape or form, because you take more risk. And I feel sure it makes sense, because it's good when people take risk and it's go in your favor. But when something bad happen, nobody is here to save you. So like I say, I'm very proud for everybody that's here and that's been surviving and thriving. So I wish you all the best in your life, because you deserve it. So crypto investors should prepare for even more volatility around the US elections that I mentioned a bit earlier in this video, and at least like 10% move foreseen for Bitcoin. So price will swing, and as well, according to traders, as Bitcoin volatility recently jumped into the highest points in the 3 months. And sideways markets, because we had like the big Bitcoin halving in April, and we've been like really anticipating too fast, so the market like ripped on the way up. So that was like crazy, plus ETF, and we had to cool off. Don't be scared when you see like a big shift in the market on the way down. Think as is healthy. Look, can you run like 24 hours like without stopping? No, you're gonna run a little bit, get better at it, then you need to take a break, take a nice breath, think about, and boom, and next day you run again, you know, and you get better. Same for asset like this. Good asset, good technology take times, and the more we have like those pump, boom, retest, you know, it takes on resilience, how strong we are. We build like support resistance, you know. So we have like this good block of something that if something happened bad, at least something's gonna be hold in some shape or form. So that's why after some time when you see like market, everything is according to the plan, is going to totally other directions, is usually something that we call a black swan event, that we cannot predict what's happening, and everyone just it's a red day. After, are you pessimist, optimistic? Do you see it as opportunity or not? This I cannot be in your mind, so I'll leave with you, but you get the point. So you see, like I say, either way, we just have like 2 more days to go. I can't wait for that. Just all the time, like I say, follow this channel every day. I try to find some charts, some news, try to understanding, try to bring positivity in the life peoples. And it's not only about only charts, sometimes from news and listening the perspectives and how people that are smarter than me think. You always learn lessons that you can apply later on in your life and other aspects in your life. So like I say, if you enjoy that this video, just drop a like to support the channel, follow, sharing is caring. You can find me on YouTube, on TikTok, on Twitter. I do live stream when I have like a good community with quality people. I would like to do live stream just to have a good interaction in the chats and do the same content, this same format, but as a live stream because I want to improve. Like I say, I believe I try to improving something in your life and to learn new skills. So that's why I'm here. So that's why I'm not chasing perfections. But if you found some value in this video, it means the world for me. It's that I've done my job for today. And on that, I wish you to have a fantastic day where you are. And I may see you maybe later on maybe in one social platform on the chatting, sending message, sending motivations, and or on the live stream drinking a nice coffee with you. See you soon.
Hey Nexus crew, if you're ready to unlock the secrets of the crypto market and ride the next wave of Bitcoin, altcoins, and meme coins, then you're in the right place. We're diving deep into the trends that are shaping the future of finance. And trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Hit that subscribe button to join the Dynamic Nexus Crypto community, where we break down the hype, decode the data, and give you the tools to thrive in this fast-paced crypto world. Turn on notifications so you're always the first to catch our latest insights, market predictions, and exclusive crypto strategies. This is your front row seat to the revolution. Let's conquer the market together, one block at a time. Welcome to the future. Welcome to Dynamic Nexus Crypto.